Yo, what is up, boys? Today is not motovlog day. Today we are talking about my top 5 favorite Miata mods. Make sure you stay to the end because there are some bonus ones that could have made the list, but I didn't really feel like that made the list. And some of these mods were as cheap as $1. So make sure you stick around. We are gonna start from 5, which is my favorite, but the least of the favorite, and go up to number 1 in my little average size pocketbook here. I have them written down. So let's start with number 5. Number 5 was a mod that I did do myself, and I am gonna be making a video on replacing it soon because it did break, but understandably, you know, it's a couple of years old. So number 5 is this rear view mirror. Now, it is not just your typical rear view mirror. It has a backup camera built in, a front camera built in, and it tracks GPS speed. It tells me what direction I'm going. It automatically records, saves it to an internal SD card. This thing is super, super good to have because, you know, I enjoy this car. I think this is a nice car. If somebody hits me, I want to have it recorded. So at all times, this thing is recording. You can kind of see, it might be hard to see, but there's the camera on the back right over here that is constantly recording, and the one on the back. Now, unfortunately, the back camera, for some reason, did just randomly break. So I don't know why, but I will be replacing it, and I will happily buy another one because it is 110% worth it. If my speedometer's off, I know that this GPS one is completely accurate because it matches with my phone. I don't need to really know the direction I'm going, but it is nice to have. It shows you the speed for when you're going. If you were to get into a crash, it shows the speed that you were going. Super, super nice to have. Bunch of features on this thing. You can even split. I can't really show you because it's not working, but if I just swipe, it's a touch screen, and you can get front camera here, rear camera here. And with a top that I have, my top is completely destroyed. I cannot see out of it. I can't see out of it. So that camera allows me to be able to see a wide angle completely behind me. So if you have a really messed up soft top like I have, and you don't really have the money to afford to put a new one on, or you're scared to tackle the job, kind of like me, it's kind of a daunting task and I'm a little bit nervous to do it myself. This is how you get around that. Yeah, your top's gonna be ugly, but you can see behind you crystal clear and have a super, super wide view, and you're able to tilt to it. You just swipe your finger, tilt to adjust. Super, super good. So number 5 absolutely deserved its spot. And I will also throw up the Amazon listing if it's still available for sale to show you how much it costs if it's something that you are interested in. So let's move on to number 4. So before we move on to number 4, every time I talk about the mods, I will tell you the difficulty of the install level. Out of 5 being I recommend that you take it in somewhere and probably have it done professionally, 1 being my girlfriend could do it. This rear view mirror, I would probably rate it about a 2.5 because, as you can tell, it just straps over the OEM mirror. This is just a stock mirror, and there's these straps here, and it clicks on. The hardest part is hiding the wires, which was actually pretty easy in this car. I know it kind of looks like dog dookie, but I was just digging into it today, seeing if I could fix it. So this difficulty level, I'd probably say it's about a 2.5 if you're not very good with running wires. It's pretty plug and play. On to number 4. This is probably the one I get the most questions and most compliments about. We are talking about the exhaust. Now, to some of your surprise, and some of you probably not so surprised, I bought this exhaust on Amazon. This huge, look, my book can almost fit in there. Oh my goodness gracious. My book can fit into that exhaust. I didn't even know my entire book can fit into that exhaust. So I know, yes, it is an Amazon Chinesium special. It sounds phenomenal for what it is. It is not too loud. The drone's not too bad, but it also pops. It crackles. It sounds so, so good. I'm very happy with it. I'll be honest, I don't even know if I can show the listing or find the listing because they don't sell it anymore. I haven't seen it anywhere. I think you can get it on Amazon. I'll put up on screen what it is because it's got a name that I can't really remember, but I commented what it was after I bought it on an Instagram comment, so that's how I remember what it's called. Now, difficulty level of install on this one, for me personally, you guys could be more mechanically inclined than me, but for this one, I did have to take it into a shop because I stripped one of the exhaust bolts off and I didn't have a torque torch or no way to get it off. So after installation, the guy only charged me like 110 bucks, I think it was, to get it installed completely. And they were really good and nice about it. So an impact and your bolts don't strip like mine, I'd probably give this difficulty a 3.5. It's not too bad. It's like 2 bolts and then just a bunch of hangers you have to deal with. Hey, sorry, real quick, one more thing. It just crossed my mind just now. When we took it to the exhaust shop, they also had to do some modifications in order to make it fit. So don't quote me, but I believe on some Miatas, there is a cross member / support bar in the rear. I don't know what it's technically called. And some Miatas don't have it. Mine had it, and in order for this exhaust to fit, that did have to be removed. Just a heads up, there you could have to do that if you also end up doing an exhaust job, but maybe not. So back to the video. So this one you could definitely do yourself, but that is my exhaust and it sounds good. One of my top 5 favorite things. Moving on to the top 3. This is the one that would probably change the appearance of any car the absolute most, and it changed this car's appearance night and day. We are talking about the wheels and tires. Now, these are MST Time Attacks, and they have been super awesome. I love them. My only complaint is for some reason, I bought them from custom offsets, I believe, and for some reason, some of them are balanced and some of them are not. I don't know why that is. It could be they just don't need to be balanced. I don't know. I'm not a wheel and tire shop, but I've always thought that wheels and tires have to be balanced, and I definitely feel the wobble on the highway. I definitely feel the wobble on the highway, like a lot. Going 65 plus, I can feel it. But other than that, they have been really great. I think they look phenomenal. It's kind of unique. It's better than just standard black or standard white wheels that everybody tends to go with. So green and bronze, I like a lot. The tires, I have no complaints. They've held up really well. There's been some rubbing, as you can maybe tell. Ignore that, please. I gotta roll my fenders. They've been holding up really well. I think the tires are the cheapest ones I could get. But other than that, they've been super great. They did arrive dirty though, and I complained about that in my last video. What the hell are they arriving dirty for? They weren't cheap. But anyway, that's besides the point. Top 3 mod changes the appearance by far. Probably, I think one of the most obvious exterior mods you could do to change the look of your car completely is wheels and tires. The difficulty score on wheels and tires, if you buy them pre-mounted and balanced like I did, they shipped ready to put on, I'd give it a 1. It's just a bunch of lug nuts. I mean, obviously you make sure you have good clearance. Obviously I don't, but if you have good clearance, it's just lug nuts. It's just changing a tire. It's honestly a 1. Difficulty score, super easy on this one. On to number 2. So for the top 2, we are back inside the car. So on this one, unfortunately, I can't give you a difficulty rating because I don't know. I have done radios in the past. Some of them are plug and play. Some of them you have to cut and splice every single wire yourself. This one, I am unsure because I'm happy with it. And I'm probably not gonna replace it anytime soon. So this is the head unit right here. It is a Toto. I'll try to find the exact model online so you can see which one it is. This is an absolute game changer, lifesaver. Love it. The only complaint I have with it is I wish it had a volume knob. I'm a knobby boy. And as you can see, this one has buttons. So when I'm driving and I want to turn off the radio, I gotta sit here and clicked out a bunch of times. Kind of wish it was a knob. Probably would be easier if it was a knob, but I don't really see a spot for the knob. But this one has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It has YouTube, the Google Play Store. It's basically an Android tablet in the car. When me and my girlfriend have sat at In-N-Out waiting for our food, we've watched Good Mythical Morning right on that screen. It comes through the speakers. Super rad. Uses the Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone. Apple CarPlay. I use maps to get around. Super nice head unit. I'm so happy with it. I'm glad the past owner installed it because head units can be kind of a pain in the hoochie daddy. So I can't give a difficulty score. Your mileage may vary, but absolutely worth the doubled-in touchscreen head unit. Now, on to number 1. By far, my favorite. I've seen the most differences. It's made my life so much easier. It's amazing. We are talking about my quick release. Now, yes, it is an NRG quick release. I know. Come at me in the comments. Yes, they're cheap. They're not usually very good, but it had free same-day delivery on Amazon. So I decided to give it a try, and honestly, she is solid as a rock. And I'm gonna show you why this thing was super, super nice. If you actually wanna watch me install it, it was this video, and it was a lot of fun. And you should go check out that video if you are interested in seeing how to install a quick release. But let me show you why this thing is my number one. So as you can see me sitting here, if you are unaware, I'm sure you all know, Miatas are very small. There's not much cabin space. For reference, I am 5'8". So yes, I am a short king. Shout out all my short kings, okay? You can see how much room I have in here. With the stock wheel was pretty big. I have the stock wheel, but it's disgusting. It was torn into a million pieces, and that's why I ended up replacing it. So if you're wondering why I replaced it, the stock wheel was ripping. The leather had come undone from the metal, but watch this difference, okay? So look at my knees. Okay, now watch me getting in and out of this. So to get out, without the wheel installed. Now watch me getting in. Boom. Now watch that same sequence with the wheel installed. Yes, this is an aftermarket wheel, so it's very deep, but it is a smaller wheel. So now watch with it installed. Also, one more complaint. NRG, why doesn't my quick release ding? Everybody else's quick release dings. Mine doesn't ding. Watch. Excuse me. I know a bunch of people that have this exact same quick release, and it freaking dings. Do I gotta pay a subscription fee to get a ding? NRG, what the hell? Okay, sorry, a little bit of a rant. So now watch me getting in and out with this wheel. There's out. And there's in. Did you notice the difference? Do you know how much easier it is to go like this? Oh, what's up, bitch? We just got to Chick-fil-A. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm on my way to get a frickin' chicken Sammy. Quick release, absolutely worth it, 100%. Now, the difficulty on this depends if you've taken the wheel off or not. I had already had an aftermarket wheel on a hub before I did the quick release. I would say putting the hub on was a little bit more involved than putting a quick release on, because a quick release, if you can see, it's attached to my hub. So it's just this metal plate, and it's Allen keyed in to my hub already. So it comes with this and this back piece on the wheel. And that's all it is you take your Allen keys out, you put them on your hub, you put this on you put this huge chunk of metal on your wheel, and then they just click together just like that. And I'm gonna show you guys, check this. So see, look. It's very solid. So by far, this is number one. Quick release is probably the mod that I like the most, and has given me the most convenience. And a lot of people are blown away by it. You should see the number of old people that are like, is that a race car? No, it taps out at 80 miles an hour. But quick releases 100% are worth it. You do lose the airbag, so you know, I don't really care. So it depends what you weigh on safety. Difficulty level, if you have a hub installed, I'd probably give it about a 2, because it's just Allen keys. Honestly, a 1.5, 2, super easy. If you don't have the hub, I'd probably give it like a 3.5, 4. And the reason I give it so high is because you do have to deal with an airbag yourself. And you know, most of the time taking it out is safe, but things can happen. So do it at your own discretion. Make sure you unplug your battery, hit your headlight button a couple times, make sure there's no power in the car if you're gonna do a full steering change. That's my number one. Let's move on to some bonus ones that a couple of you Miata guys maybe don't know, and have actually improved my life a lot. So on to the bonus ones. So this next one is less than $1. If you head to your local Walmart and you hit up the auto section, you will find these little itty bitty puck lights. Now, if you'll notice, it's kind of just sitting there. And if I pick it up and put it back, take a look at that. This is the OEM soft top, and it has a magnet on the bottom of it. What I've done is, instead running a bunch of wires to a dome light up here, doing something goofy, this thing's removable. And it was like $1.08 after tax here. And it's got 3 different modes. Obviously, you're not gonna be able to see it in the daytime. It's got medium, low, and some strobe party mode. Now, honestly, it could have made my top 5. It's just kind of like a little dinky one, and I didn't think that it was worth the top 5. This is awesome. It has never fallen off. I have the top down most of the time, never comes off with the wind. This magnet is actually very strong, and believe it or not, I know it's gonna blow your mind. When it is dark outside, it lights up the entire cabin. I never have a problem seeing inside of this with this little dome light. And when it runs out of a battery, I throw it away and I buy a new one for $1. This is already my second one, and my first one, I didn't even have to replace it. It's been on the car for almost 2 years. It wasn't even dead, it's just I had lost it, so I replaced it. So honestly, a super, super well worth it little mod if you only have $1 and you need a dome light. I promise it works. And then if you're going to a car show, you think it looks goofy, you take it off and you put it in your pocket or your glove box and you're happy and good to go. On to the bonus number 2. In the same realm, in the Walmart automotive section, you can find these guys. I don't know what these are, but they're like center consoles or stuff like that. But look, it gives you enormous cup holders, so big it can fit fuzzy dice. And it's just, mine's Velcroed. Watch this. It's just Velcroed on there. And if you look at the Velcro where it just was, you can't even tell there was Velcro right there. So it's removable. And let me tell you, this Velcro, strong as hell. I have, gone as fast as a Miata can go, hasn't budged an inch. So when I go to the car show and I don't want people to see my accessories, I take it right out. And then I'm like, oh, hey girl, let's go get some ice cream and some drinks. I find the Velcro, we stick it on just like that, and she is solid as a rock. I think that thing was like 10, 15 bucks. Gives you 2 cup holders, so now I have the 2 cup holders in the center console that are the really small ones, and then I have the big girls that can fit your big boy American big gulps. You understand? Absolutely worth it, and it gives you a couple extra storage pockets. So those are my top 5 mods and my bonus mods. If you guys learned anything, liked any of them, or I inspired you to put some mods on your car, make sure to like the video and comment what mods I should do, or if you have done mods that you think would look cool on this, because I'm an open book and I love having ideas and would love to film videos. If you guys want to see any videos of me installing certain mods or doing anything, let me know. Thank you so much for tagging along with me. I hope I entertained you just a little bit and got your mind off of your busy life just for a little while. So you guys already know the drill. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, share with a friend. I'll see you in the next one. Later.